Good morning, everybody. If you can't hear me, well, it's not my fault. It's loud here. I am in a coffee shop in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I drew this cartoon. Wait, it's episode 2581. I'm doing this all backward. July 16th, 2024, 11:40 a.m. on the East Coast, but here it's 10:40 a.m. See, that is, you just subtract an hour. That's how that works. Anyway, this cartoon was started on the train on Sunday night. I thought it would be just go ahead and get a head start on it, and before the train took off, I think I did the lettering, and then I changed the lettering in Tampa. But so anyway, I started it on the Sunday afternoon. It's Tuesday now. I started it Sunday afternoon on the train, and when I got to Baltimore, I went out to eat instead of like working on the cartoon or anything, and got some sleep. And the next morning, I drew the whole thing in the Baltimore airport, and I colored it on the plane, which I was in the middle seat, and it's pretty much you have to keep your elbows right to your side, so that was kind of difficult, but I still did it. The coloring is not as hard to do in the plane as it is to draw on a plane, but even though they said there's going to be turbulence, it was really a smooth flight, so I didn't have any trouble at all. It wasn't like drawing on an Amtrak. It was not bumpy and nothing. So sometimes it was bumpy on the runway. But when I landed in Tampa, I got something to eat first because I was starving. And you know what? The Tampa airport has a pretty good cheeseburger. I'm not going to lie to you. It is really good. Anyway, after the cheeseburger experience, I went and finished a cartoon. I did some shading around it and everything that I had missed. And then I changed the text. It says, fortunately, we have a donor. I decided it'd be funny if I mentioned, same blood type. So I went and I changed that into that and published it from Tampa. And there's that. And I wrote the blog in Tampa too, but it was a very short blog. Sometimes when I'm traveling, I don't have other type of blogging. Today, I don't know. I'm in this coffee shop that said, well, here it's almost 11, and I need to draw my next cartoon. And I don't have the idea yet. I have two subjects, of course. Guess what? There's two subjects. So, it's weird. It's loud here. And I'll just calm down now. I feel self-conscious. But anyway, shout outs to Robert Coutinho. He says maybe you should have trademarked the shirt. You see why? It says I strongly suspect that exact merch will be available very soon. I'm sure it was available about the time I was finishing up the cartoon, if not before. If I hadn't been locked out of my house, that I would have finished that cartoon by midnight. Still probably wouldn't have beaten the shirt out. But yesterday, there were some goons on the street outside the convention, and I asked if I could take their photo of them with all their merch, and it was all that shirt with Trump on the flag. And they said, sure. And then they said, you want to take our card for our online store? And I said, no, I'm never going to buy anything from you. And they goes, well, why do you want to take our photo? I said, because I just wanted to show that you guys would jump on this as soon as possible and milk it for all it's worth. I got a frown. But then she actually said, well, God bless you. Oh, it was so sweet. And then I ran into Madison Crawford. You remember that guy? Yeah. Real viral piece of shit. Anyway, ran into him, and I said, can I take your photo? He had an aide with him, and they said, yeah, go ahead, take the photo. And then took the photo, and the guy said, you want to get in there and photo with him? I said, hell no, I'd rather be caught dead than be seen with that guy. And I could have said something much worse, but I said that guy. But there was word that they see their eyes light up, like, not light up in a good way, light up like, anyway, folks, have a great day. I'll talk to you tomorrow from Milwaukee. My cursor's over there.